Taurus. It is your November reading, and we are doing body, mind, and soul. Okay? So we've got 3 different decks. We're going to start with the body messages for Taurus for November. Messages only for Taurus at this point in time. Thank you. If you could please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell. That would really help me. I'd appreciate it if you're so inclined. Getting right to business. Taurus. I'm taking that jumper. Oh, what is going on here, Taurus? So I have the devil energy as far as the body goes. This is feeling enslaved. I feel like you're kind of doing the same thing over and over again. You are chained. Some of you could be a little bit haughty about this, which sounds like a funny thing to say, but it could be enslaved by, I got to work my hustle, this and that, but I'm drained at the end of the day. I get up and do it the next day, but I have nice purses or nice vehicle, or my family wears nice threads. But in the end, you are still enslaved, and maybe even feeling the pinch, but a little bit... maybe a little bit like, what do you do about it kind of thing. A little bit prideful about it. I don't know why that's coming up. Also, I could see this devil guy pointing at himself going, well, look at me. I can do it. I can do it. So let's see where this goes. That's kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Another jumper, which is really good. And I have, the 5 of Pentacles, maybe even laid off of work. Maybe you actually left your job. Maybe you're in the dark about your relationship. So also the devil can signify an obsession, having an obsession for someone or something, being dominated basically. Even work can be an obsession if you're a workaholic or a chronic hustler, whatever your deal is. Anything in excess can create a life of imbalance. And that's definitely not going to help you or your family, obviously. With that being said, I also am of that cloth that, I'm going to make it work. I'll figure it out and I'm going to work hard for it. And I do take pride in that. And sometimes it's better for me to work smarter, not harder. But I have not always thought that way. Just a side note. So Taurus, you could be feeling isolated, being left out, being shunned. I see these pentacles lined up right here. A lot of changes maybe in your financial world. A lot of fluctuations. The biggest thing is I get that you are feeling kind of pushed out of a situation or left out. Like you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. It could be a relationship, situationship, work, or home life, whatever the case may be. Only you know what fits your story. Now, I do want to say that you are kind of enclosing yourself in a protective way. He's got 2 blankets here. She's kind of shielding her head. She's covering. They all have like head coverings. Pretty much, they're carrying a lot of what's left of their belongings, apparently, in their hands. So it could feel like you just really have nothing to show. You've done a lot. You have nothing to show. But most importantly, I feel like you're lacking information. Now, I always forget this word, but I think of edificio. In Spanish, is edificio, edifice. Buildings, I don't know how to say it in English, but it's these buildings that have crumbled and like fallen to the ground. I feel like there's been an establishment or a relationship. It's something that you had invested yourself in, and that is kind of crumbling around you. And so now you're in a self-soothing mode. Like, I need to soothe myself, comfort myself. This could be anything between like eating, having too much food, and not a good thing, or having too many drinks, or just anything that's gonna create an excess in your life where you're looking for comfort somewhere because you just don't have it in this situation. You don't feel comforted. You don't feel welcome. You feel kind of removed, pushed away, unattached, in the dark. You feel empty, isolated. So all of those feelings, you're seeking that warmth. And I'm seeing the heart chakra pop right here. And it's a move and a desire to fill what makes your heart happy, and for growth and for vibrancy once again, Taurus. So with that, I'm going to say, that you're just seeking from a place of lack and a place of enslavement. Like, you need this. You need to feel like that warmth and that love and that reciprocity. I can't say that word. Sorry, guys. But you know, the R word that I cannot pronounce, it always gets me when I go and try to talk about it. So I'm getting spirits confirming that yes, this is indeed the case, that you want that someone to reciprocate your affections. You want someone to pay attention to you. So this could be definitely, even if it's work related, been there, done that, where people are kind of doing their own thing and they have a lot going on. You feel the undercurrents, like stuff is happening behind the scenes and you're not privy to this knowledge and you're being shunned for a reason. Now, you want to bask in the warmth once again. You want to be welcomed in once again. And indeed, you actually want to be like looked at and admired. There's nothing wrong with that. You want to be admired for you and looked up to for you. It's not like you're trying to pretend to be someone else, but you want someone just to say, wow, I see you. You know, Taurus, I see you. I just want to say, if that is your storyline, I see you. I see your work, your efforts. I also see your heartache and your heartbreak. I see that you feel left out and pushed out, and better times are coming, okay? Because you are going to get the attention, the recognition that you need, the victory also that you need. I think it's gonna help harness that inner part of you that just kind of wants to lash out as well. I just want to say that, Taurus. So hang in there. Things are really tough right now. It could be in your physical world, in finances, and again, your relationships. So with that being said, let's see if we can get this coming clear. I have the Queen of Swords. This is going to be the person to clear all of this nonsense, everything that you're feeling. They're going to bring clarity to you. This could be you, and it's gender neutral. It could be he, she, we, that it doesn't make a difference. The point is that this person is seeking clarity, and they are going to cut through all the BS with that sword. So I feel like you've got wisdom, some experience under your belt. You don't have to be older. You could be young, but just very experienced in life, going through like some hard knocks. And that has led you to have some unique experiences that you could bring to the table and clarify that. Now, really, you just want peace. You don't understand why all this strife is happening, but you're going to get that clarity. And also, a lot of yellow. You guys, Taurus, it's been coming out a lot. Yellow, if you want to study a little bit more about self-development, check out your third chakra. If you don't know what that is, go ahead and look it up on Google, but there's a ton of videos and stuff on how to develop your third chakra. This is evolving to be more yourself than you ever have been, okay? Okay, I just got a jumper, so I got to take that one too. Oh yeah, so Taurus, you're feeling burdened. You're incredibly burdened and oppressed. I feel like if you look really close, all right, these are typically wands. This is like something that once upon a time gave you excitement, gave you fire. You felt like things were, moving and shaking and moving swiftly, usually in business, by the way, or passion, or both. And with this case, I feel like you're trapped in the middle of all these wands. But if you look really closely, I feel like these are even like matches. It's almost like you're entrapped in, they call it a pyre? P-Y-R-E, I'm not sure. But anyways, where you could just lay a pile of wood and light that on fire, and it just feels like this will be lit in a really bad way any minute. You feel burdened. I'm going to tell you right now that I understand that you're feeling burdened and that you were indeed crushed. You have too much responsibility. Please put the responsibility where it lies. If you're taking care of grown-ass people who can handle their own stuff, wash their own clothes, clean their own bathroom, take care of their own food, meals, things like that, and additionally, require them to pitch in, have some help. We're in a time where things are changing. We all have to adapt. This includes our children. This includes our husbands or wives that don't pitch in typically. This includes people at work that expect you to carry their load as well as your own and do it skillfully and don't complain and bitch about it. No, not cool. So if you can, write a list of 10 things that you feel incredibly oppressed by. Like, for example, one would be, I work all day, then I got to come home and figure out dinner. I mean, is that fair if you have other people, able bodies in your home, to be able to help kind of give you some relief in this area so that you're not oppressed. And then after dinner, who does the dishes? I do. It's like a never-ending cycle. So start alleviating some of those elements, some of those things that you've picked up responsibility for. You cannot possibly do it all. And I think that right now is a time where you're realizing it and you need to cut through the quick. Write down that list of 10 things that you're oppressed by and start delegating. Delegate one by one to other people around you, especially if it's something that they need to be responsible for to begin with. I'm guilty of this too. But this is where you're at right now. It's going to help relieve that stress, that tension. It's going to help you get a better, clear head about things and where you're at, where you're going. Okay. Oh my gosh, I was going to say the last, but I see this is a good card too. So I'm going to take them both. For your body, this is going to give you a sense of relief, but also a sense of power, control. You're going to have full dominion over your life, mental, your mind, body, and soul. Essentially, you're going to feel like the four corners of your earth are once again right, that you're at peace, that things are right. You don't have to walk into a messy house because you're getting help, because you're demanding, hey, that's your responsibility too. We're going to work as a team, all of us, even if you're like 3 years old. I've seen 3-year-olds clean, and there's something we can all do to pitch in. So that is the point of that. But you're going to gain your confidence back, and you're going to feel like, you know what, I'm in charge. I'm in charge of myself and my home and my choices. Okay. So, with that, I have the Temperance. Definitely keep your balance, your wits about you. Wow. You're getting some incredible cards, Taurus. I'm trying to move on to the next category because I don't want to get bogged down here. But, with Temperance, this is about definitely keep your peace. Don't let one thing rock you. You want to keep your balance in all things. So keep grounded, deal if you can with plants, if you do any gardening, stuff like that, to keep you connected to Mother Earth, or go camping if that's a possibility. Spend time in water if that's a deal. If that is not even a possibility, make sure to take frequent baths, soak in the tub. Connection to water might help you as well. But try to keep grounded. And I do feel like, the sun is coming out and things are lifting and improving for you. So try to keep that balance, and consider also that this isn't alchemy, that things are happening. Yeah, it's a hot mess right now with everything that's going on. I don't want to talk about it really. But the point of the matter is that it isn't alchemy happening, and you are going to be different. But you're going to be a better version of yourself in spite of all the pain and stuff like that. Okay. So that being said, we're doing the mind right now, Taurus. And I started mixing and they just jumped. So I'm taking them. So right now I feel like in your mind, you want to take a chance. There's something that you want to take a chance, a leap of faith. I see the fleur de life. I think that's a thing. Yeah. So I would consider even sacred geometry, or you can look up the fleur de life. Also standing on the ledge, and just really you're on the ledge, and here is a crystal. I fancy it to be an amethyst, and she's standing here on the ledge taking a chance. She's like, I want to take a chance. I want to be my most authentic self. She's wearing yellow, pertaining to, once again, the third chakra. And I see growth beneath her feet. There's a little bit of growth where you're at now, but you're tempted by the blue. By voicing your opinion, voicing your emotions. In the background, I have green. And in the midst of all this, I feel like you have a lot of spirit communication, okay? You're getting your own messages. Listen to those. And I feel like you want to run towards it. You want to take this chance, whatever this is, this new opportunity. You want to travel light and fast. You want to take that compound bow and conquer the world in some ways. I feel like you're sending that bird up in the air. I don't know if it's an eagle or a hawk. I cannot tell the difference. I'm gonna guess it's a hawk. I don't know. But don't sue me, okay? You're sending your bird out in the air to get literally an aerial view of what's going on. You have your compound bow, so you can conquer pretty much anything. You can take care of things. But your feet are not even barely on top of the earth. You're like, I'm the hell out of here. Look at how barren this land is. There is no lushness. There's no growth here. So I would propose to you that you're in a rush. You just want to get the hell out, Taurus. Whatever this is, that's what's on the top of your mind. You want to rise higher. You want to climb. You want to ride away. You want to escape. You want to just go, go, go. And with that, I do see that you are also, Taurus, a cautious sort, that you're going to think about it. In spite of like what's on your mind, you're also balancing this out, which I'm really happy to see. It's like you're yin and yang. And here's the other part of it, is you're willing to take your time to invest. You're not going to throw your money out there in the middle of nowhere just to lose. You are going to consider, you are going to balance, because this is a balancing act with this person. You're going to study and really meditate and check in with yourself and double check your finances before you proceed any further. But there is movement that has to be made, but you're realizing you're not going to jump in like a fool. Taurus, you have a good common sense. You're very grounded. To me, you're, I don't want to say one of the better signs, but I just really adore Taurus. Just all the characteristics that come with you guys. I appreciate you, admire you, and I wish I had more of those in me. With that being said, I think that in your mind, you're going to go ahead and try to look at things from a different perspective. Perhaps even trying to see if you can make things work the way they are now, but maybe even incorporating things for the new that you desperately want. You're double checking everything, okay? So I like that you have your balances and expenditures and just making sure everything weighs out properly. You are in a period of suspension, or will be very soon, in your mind, and you're just weighing things out, okay? Is this the right way? Looking at things in a perspective that's completely different than you've looked at before. Also illuminated is your crown chakra. So once again, getting messages along with your third eye. So it could be a very spiritual time for you. You're holding your feet also. And I can't help but notice that feet play a big role in here. Obviously with the mind, we're thinking about how we're going to walk, where we're going. If I look at these feet right here, there's great haste in that. If I look at these feet right here, Taurus, you are very cautious. You are undergoing a balancing act. And with these feet, you're in a period of suspension. You're like, you know what? I'm going to hold my feet. I'm going to be still. I'm just going to hang on to a minute, a bitter minute maybe, because it does show that you are uncomfortable in the current times, circumstances. But you're going to hang on to this until you get a better perspective. And I do like that for you. Very, very good. Real fine. Taurus. Moving on to the soul. What's good for Taurus? What's going to help? I'm going to take this because oh, hi, Taurus. Look at this. Hey. So this is you getting your wish. This is you having abundance. I see a lot of yellow and gold. That's obviously prosperity. You have a lot of cups to offer emotional fulfillment. You want to be careful that when you do move on or do whatever it is that you do, that you don't wind up being a little bit haughty, just try to stay humble, because he has a little smug face. So it could be also an inclination that you want to celebrate and have a little bit, maybe too much to drink. No judgment here. That's not my business. I'm just telling you what I see. Okay, Taurus? So with that, I see a lot of vibrant, he's wearing vibrant blue, like blue, purplish. And so with that, I think that you're going to want to be speaking your truth and even wearing it. You're like, you know what? This is my truth. This is what I believe, and I'm just going to do it. I think it'll be very nice for you. A great change for you for sure. Then I have the Knight of Wands here. This is about being defensive. You're like, you know what? This is where I'm at. This is what I want. If you don't like it, come at me, bro. And it's not exactly instigating, but you're not going to back down from a fight. People that choose to challenge you to knock you down, anything like that, you're going to handle your business. Now, I do want to propose to you, I have 2 9s on the board here, and those are vibrations of cycles almost ending. So I think that energy of you being defensive, of having to defend yourself and stuff like that, you won't need to be in that vibrational wave any longer. Okay, so I see you finally taking a chance and jumping in and going for it, traveling lightly. This is what you've been wanting. Maybe standing on a ledge, like you've been on the brink of. I'm like, I'm on the brink of moving out. I'm on the brink of changing jobs. I'm on the brink of starting my own company, my own business. I'm on the brink of a new relationship. I'm on the brink of whatever situationship, okay? Taurus, I think that you are just really gonna be moving on and moving soon. I think that, you're cautious. I'm not really worried about that, but you're moving on towards growth and personal fulfillment. And what else? Taurus, what do we need to know about the soul? I think that that's going to be healing for you, that the sun's radiating. And here, oh my gosh, a lot of stop and goes along your journey, okay? Especially with the mind and the soul. I think that you're going to also, start and then stop and kind of reevaluate and see, is this really sure? Am I headed where I want to go? I see right here with his legs, Taurus, like the number 4. If I flip it over, it's like a number 4. That's stability. And so I would propose to you that perhaps you're feeling a little bit unstable. You're kind of hanging around, where these stops and goes, and you're kind of like, yeah, I got this. And you're like, oh crap, I got to wait. And I don't know, did I make the right choice? Reevaluate the reevaluation type thing. So try not to overthink things. Once you decide to kind of move on, you've already made your assessment. Trust your judgment, Taurus. Things never are easy, but good things really never are. We all know that. And I trust your common sense. I do feel like spiritually you're going to be evolving. You are really getting a lot of messages. I feel like your crown chakra is popping, meaning that you are evolving. Okay, I think that things are working out for your higher betterment. Is that even a word? I don't know. But this minute it is. Okay. So with that, I want to tell you that this has a lot to do with your personal power. Okay. So personal power number 2, always a vibration of 2, reminds me of personal power and choices. So you have 2 choices to make. It's 1, stay where you're at. Been there, done that. Maybe something like lateral, but really you're yearning for the new. If you can look super close at this, I have 2 wands here. He's looking out, trying to see the ships that are coming into port, trying to see when the tide comes in and what kind of goodies the ships are bringing in as well. And you're kind of like, you know what? I've been there, done that. I have a hand on this, a grip, even the grip that he's kind of not looking at right now, like been there, done that. You're still kind of grasping onto that because whatever your skills are, you can make not a lateral change, but you're bringing a lot to the table. So whether it's a relationship or a work situation or a business, you're taking your old skill set, the stuff that you do now, have done in the past, and you're taking that with you and adding it to something new and spicy and exciting, because the vibration of 1 of Wands is always about excitement and chasing what you're passionate about. But it is tempered by you just having more maturity about you and not just chasing after vibration of a 1, just becoming more empowered on a personal level. Okay, Taurus? What else do we have? Yours is pretty straightforward. I'm pretty surprised. And this is good. So what can help heal Taurus, please, on a soul level? Healing for Taurus, for my beautiful Taurus friends. Hi there. I'm taking these. It came out sideways. And so did these. Okay. So we will start here. That feeling that we opened up initially, feeling left out, the 5 of Pentacles, I don't know what's going on with my relationship, job, situationship, that is landing on its side, meaning on a soul level that you're kind of like understanding that, you know what, in the grand scheme of things, this doesn't really truly matter. And then you go back to, oh crap, I'm like totally shunned out, totally left out. Even the stairs are icy. If I try to backtrack and walk up those stairs into the warmth, I'm going to slip and slide and break my horns, crack my head open, whatever you want to call it, okay? So it's falling on its side. And that to me is oscillating between this is how you're feeling and then the other extreme that you're not, all right? On this guy right here, I have the 9 of Pentacles, and she is extremely competent, very capable, but she also landed on her side. And that tells me that sometimes you're like, okay, I got this, I got the wherewithal, I can do unusual and different, and I can maybe even be an entrepreneur and make my own money or satisfy my own needs however you see fit. On a soul level, I feel like, you know what, I got this. This is for my soul journey, and I have everything that I need, and I've traveled long and far, and there's still a lot more to travel, but I'm going to enjoy it while I do it. Now, you have that attitude of, yeah, things are going to work out really super well. I'm totally capable. I have all everything in my arsenal to be able to do that properly. And then you oscillate between, oh my gosh, I don't know, I don't even think I can do this. And so it's really two extremes that you're going back and forth with on a soul level. Also, what is healing for your soul is sometimes you feel like you have incredible clarity. You're like, I know exactly where I'm going on my journey in my life, how to handle things, cutting through the BS. And then the BS confuses us. And then it's like, I don't know, is that really true? I don't really understand. And we second guess and we doubt. And then all of a sudden we're filled with stagnation. We don't know how to move forward or proceed. Okay. So, this is awesome. We're going to end that part with the death card because this also fell on its side. Now, this explains so much to me. That energy is going to be like, okay, I'm done with that energy. I'm done with doubting myself, of not having clarity, of doubting the clarity that I attain, because I thought long and hard about it. I even did the math. I checked out my books and decided this is the way I'm going to go, or whatever. I looked at my assets and acquisition and all of that stuff, and it matches where I'm headed. And then you decide, no, it doesn't. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, that kind of thing. So you're going to end this cycle and you're going to be really radical about it on a soul level. You're going to be like, you know what? It's going to work out for the best, and I feel it and I know it. And oh my gosh, okay. And things are going to go well. And then you're going to oscillate between that and, oh gosh, it's not going to work out, and I'm totally going to get crushed and devastated, and you're not going to let go of that idea as well. So it's a lot of back and forth energy. In the end, I want to tell you, dear Taurus, that you have an angel looking after you, someone in the afterlife, someone who has passed on. It could be a relative that you knew, someone who's passed, or someone that you just don't know. Anyways, but they have wings here, wings of protection. There is a promise in the back of there's a rainbow back here. So there's a lot of love, protection. I see a lot of fertility, a lot of growth, a lot of genuineness, like you're out in the open. Like this angel is in the middle of nowhere, sticking their foot in water, and the other foot is on land, seeking balance once again, being able to restore you to balance. And this is the other card that was with it. So I propose to you, trust in your guides, trust in your angels, trust in God, whatever your personal belief system is, because even trusting in yourself, you got this. You really do. Now, in the end, you're going to be celebrated, compensated, acknowledged. So it does not feel like this now at all, but your progress is going to inspire a lot of people to go, I can't believe it. Now, I feel, Taurus, like at the end of this all, on a soul level, you're going to be like, I didn't even know you were even looking at me that way. Like, I didn't even know that you guys were looking to see how I was doing mentally, emotionally, spiritually, much less that you would even celebrate any victory with me. Okay. So I feel like you're going to have a lot of admirers for how you manage to proceed and navigate this time of your life, especially in November, which is what this reading is for. So Taurus, if you could please, again, like, share, subscribe, comment. I would really appreciate it. Hit the bell notification so you get all of my uploads, or at least notified on what's going on. And with that, dear Taurus, I will leave you. Thank you so much, and namaste.